Hello, everybody. I hope everyone is doing great on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday. It is November 1st. November 30th is my birthday. I don't know. I'm like, yay. I'll be 40. Okay, just had to hurry up and let that part out. Yay. I hope everyone is having an awesome, awesome day. This is hike number 21. And I really can't see myself in this phone because the glare from the sun. So if I look crazy, I'm sorry, y'all. But anyways, no, it's hike number 21. And God has once again blessed me with a beautiful Sunday. I'm always just so excited when it's Sunday and it's like, look, the weather's good. We get to hike. It is super busy on top of Pinnacle Mountain. There's a lot of people. There was this guy blowing a trumpet. So I don't know if he's going to grace us with that some more. But it's very busy today on top of Pinnacle Mountain. People are enjoying this weather. I really hope that everyone has a lot of more peace about the election coming up. Yes, I will mention the election. Hope everyone is, done their part, went and voted. But something came to me this week, and I want to share it because, well, there's a couple of things. But, okay, first I'll talk about the election. So, there's this thought, I would say, that I've heard from several people that it can't be God's will for one person to be president, or it's not God's will for the other person to be president. Almost as if they're telling God what his will is, and they're like, well, if it's so-and-so's president, if Trump is president, that's not the will of God. If Biden is president, that's not the will of God. And just want to say, tread carefully, you guys. Who are we to say what the will of God is? Remember that his will is to bring people to him. And we know that this is the end times. And so there are going to be things he allow that might not seem fun for us. But there's going to be things that he allows. And it's to further his kingdom. So whether Trump gets another 4 years in office and, there's going to be people who feel like they need to, cry and rent their clothes and go, have a heart attack. And just realize God allows certain people to be president. Who are we to question that? Who are we? We're just men. And what God's will is, and his plan is so much farther than what we can ever imagine. If, God allows Biden to become president, and things might get worse, regardless of who becomes president. Guys, the church is going to thrive. Definitely. I definitely don't live in that fear of things getting worse for me per se. But this world and country as a whole, we know that the end of times is not like things are going to get better. So whichever president comes into play, you can, don't be surprised if things get worse. So it's kind of like, well, what is God's will? His will is to draw people nigh to him. And so if things do seem to get worse with Biden, then realize it's not for no reason. Things do seem to get worse with Trump. It's not for no reason. It's so that people can get closer to God and to, keep us as Christians on our knees, no matter who becomes president. It's up to us to keep this country before God, to keep praying, through the different things that we're going through. I was looking at like a typhoon in one country, a major earthquake in another country. And it's just like, guys, the signs are here. They really are. The signs are here. They're all around us. And we're worrying about who's going to become president. Does it matter? when you really think about it, does it matter? Because if your soul ain't right, it don't matter if it's Trump or Biden. You're going to be in some trouble. That means no matter what they allow to go through, no matter what bills get passed, chances are you still going to struggle. You vote one person in office thinking your pocket's going to look better, and they still look bad because you ain't paying tithe. Oh no, I mean, but for real, you can have somebody who policies don't really align up with your pockets, but you bless God and you still end up being blessed. Why? Because you paying tithe and offering. You doing what you're supposed to do. So I just really want to encourage you. Definitely go out, be led by God on who to vote for, because in order for His will to come to pass, you still got to do your part. But He's gonna allow one or the other to become president. We just have to make sure we keep our right mind. Don't let it become a distraction in our walk with God. Don't find yourself, talking. Y'all just be careful. Don't be talking about what God ain't doing. It ain't God's will for Trump to be president. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Both of them, we know who needs saving. It's a lot of us who need saving. There's a point in my life I was like, Victoria, you need saving. It ain't me to judge, but I can say, hey, you might need some saving. You ain't doing the will of God. You ain't talking like you should. You ain't walking like you should. I'm gonna call it out. Hey, you need saving. It's like if you go ABC, here's what we're doing. Do you need? Yeah, you might need some saving because your policies ain't helping, and what you're saying, it ain't happening. So what we got to do is, as a church, is just pray, and keep striving, y'all. Keep bringing other people to Christ. Keep being disciples, y'all. People are looking at us. People are looking. They're needing that encouragement. They're wanting those words that encourage them and bring them through. And if we can't do it, who's there to do it? TV, social media ain't gonna do it. It takes us to reach out and help somebody. So everybody lift your head up. There's going to be some sad people come. I don't know if it be November 3rd or November 5th or 6th, whenever they finally decide. I'm going to have some people who are going to be sad, people who are going to be happy no matter what happened. So I just say lift your head up. You know what I'm saying? Lift your head up to who we really should be lifting it up to. And that's God. And just really depending on Him and His will, because He has a plan. No matter whoever, don't think that whatever's happening, God don't got nothing to do with it. Whether you like it or love it, whether you like it or hate it, God got something to do with it. So just be careful about what you bad mouth. Be careful about what you say. Because when you start talking against God and talking about what He ain't doing, be careful. That's all I'm going to say. But no, for real, I hope everybody be safe. Be wise. Don't be foolish. Don't be hateful. And I guess I'm saying what I usually say at the end, at the beginning, but y'all, please don't be hateful. My husband was talking earlier to me. He was like, people, it's funny how if the person you want ain't president, you refer to him as y'all president or their president. It's like, what country do you live in? If you are a citizen of the U.S. of A., whether you like it or love it, like it or hate it, it's your president. So, and what you got to do is just learn to support and pray for whoever is in office. So, before you do it, it's not my president unless you fit to move and become a citizen somewhere else. Yes, he is. Whichever one, they will be your president again come January. So, now I'll get off on that soapbox. But no, God's been really working with me. We finished our step study and Celebrate Recovery, another step study, another inventory. And my first time I went through step study, I had a lot of stuff I had to repent from, a lot of stuff I had to make amends for. It was a lot. The person I shared my stuff with probably was like, Jesus, help a Lord. But this time I still had a couple of things. And one of the things that really stood out was with my daughter, Exaria. I realized that I started seeing a lot of stuff. Kids, they can seem like they have tough skin. But you never know when what you're saying, it really is affecting them, And I was I would lash out, if a room was dirty and it seemed like she went, a bathroom dirty, everything, be like, why are you so nasty? Why you being so lazy? Why you this? And I realized I'm speaking that stuff over her. Yes, I'm human, y'all. I can't say I should have got the Mama of the Year award, because I did. I called her lazy. I called her nasty. I'll be frustrated and mad with her. And I had to, make amends with her. I had to apologize because I know I remember growing up just being called names from siblings. We were just so, that's what we did growing up. Call each other names. That's what we did. We had all types of horrible nicknames. And, we yeah, there were some lazy words and, this and that, being called different things. And that stuff affects you. Even once you get older, you wonder why there's so many adults with low self-esteem. And it's like, well, what happened to them as a child? And so for me, I had to realize, I had to realize that I can't be that mom who pours negative stuff into her daughter. And so I had to make amends with her. I went and I apologized. I wrote her a letter, and I came to her and I was like, sorry, I have a letter I want to read you. And she's just a cheese. And honestly, our relationship had been getting a lot better before my letter to her, because I just verbally talked to her before and said, I'm trying, I apologize. But I read the letter to her, and she was like, oh, give me hugs. And so she gave me the warmest hug. And it's just like, as a parent, y'all, we can't be so prideful to where we feel like we don't owe our kids an apology. They know when we've done something wrong. So whether or not we apologize for it, it's going to matter. No doubt. They're kids. They're going to mess up. But how we react is a whole different story. No doubt you're going to get disciplined. You're going to get whoopings if you need it. But what you say with your words matters. And so, for every parent out there who's struggling to, feel like they've gotten a gap between them and their kids, they have this big, this tension between them. It might be time to write a letter. Write a letter, read your letter to them. And not a hateful letter, but a good letter, ideally. But write a letter and be open. Let them know. So, that's all I have for today, y'all. I really, that's my little bit government, little bit kids. I hope you guys are having an awesome time, whether you're catching me on Facebook, YouTube, somebody else is showing you through another app. I do hope that everyone is blessed. If you haven't caught on to my YouTube channel, it's Victoria's Pinnacle Moments. Go subscribe so you can just get the videos without having to worry about going through my Facebook page just to find them. I do hope everyone is doing good. I love you guys. And I can't wait to see what God is going to do, y'all. He's moving, y'all. He's moving in his church. And we have to be prepared. Again, this election is coming up. Whatever happens is not for no reason. Just realize that. No matter who becomes president, God has a plan. And it's up to us whether we live in that plan, whether we live and follow his will to bring others to him, or whether we let it completely mess our minds up and y'all start acting a hot mess. We're going to have to pray for you. We're going to pray for you. Okay? So, think before you post. After that election, think. You know what? Just don't post. I'm going to tell you, because you thinking and you ain't listening to God. Let me stop. For some of y'all, for real, don't post. Give yourself, before you post, give yourself a Sunday at church. So nobody posts anything until the Sunday after the election. That way maybe God can send you another word over the pulpit Sunday and y'all can get some, so just think about it. But, all right, we went up the east side today, y'all. I am tired because me and my husband just did an apple cider vinegar detox. I lost like 4.6 pounds in 1 week. And I mean, when I say I felt clean, like seriously, for real, like It's like, wow, had some pretty interesting results. You can ask me, like, personally, and I'll tell you, but I ain't gonna share it right here. I had some pretty interesting results. But, yeah, I can't say that was the wisest thing was to do the east side after the apple cider vinegar cleanse, because I'm tired. I'm really tired. But anyways, I love you guys. I'll catch you. I'll give you that info. I'll post it. It's the 7-day apple cider vinegar cleanse, like by J.J. Smith. And I think it's been circulating around and stuff. But yeah, it's the... But anyways, all right. I love you guys. I'll catch y'all later. I love you. Those who are watching, Michelle. Hope to see you soon. Maybe. But I will catch y'all later. Bye.